Today's black superhero is Bishop. I know. Everybody knows who Bishop is, but that's not exactly true, right? Because there are some people out there whose only knowledge of superheroes is through the cinematic universe. So, if that's you, then hopefully you learn a lot about who Bishop is. If that's not you, well, then hopefully you learn a little bit more about Bishop than you did before. And if that's not you, then maybe you know more about Bishop than I do, and you can tell me something I don't know because I kind of stopped reading the X-Men after Onslaught. Bishop first appears in 1991 in issue 282 of the Uncanny X-Men. I mean, just look at how wonderfully 90s he is. He has a flat top mullet. He has a cowboy handkerchief. Anyway, for those of you who only know characters through the MCU, Bishop is a mutant who has the ability of energy absorption and redirection. And what that basically means is that if you blast him, he can take that energy and blast it right back at you. But a cool power that I didn't know he had until I researched it is one that I think a lot of people out there, including my wife, would find very, very useful. Bishop has the ability to instinctively know his present location. And this was before Google Maps. Bishop is from the future. He was born 80 years in the future of the Marvel Universe. Wait, that's 80 years from 1991, so that's really only like 50 years from now. No, I don't like that. I don't like it. Bishop and his sister Shard are raised in a concentration camp after the Summers Rebellion, which was an uprising in which the mutants and humans joined forces to destroy the Sentinels. In fact, that's why he has the M tattoo over his eye, it's a mark for mutants. So how did he travel back in time to the 1990s? Well, it's a typical 1990s tale of chase the bad guy wherever he goes. This bad guy is the evil mutant Trevor Fitzroy. Great name, right? Yeah. So is his amazing green hair and very 90s costume. What kind of threat is named Trevor and who wears like a loincloth with shoulder pads? But I digress. He's a bad guy, so we gotta follow him back in time. And there, of course, we have to run into the X-Men. And, of course, not believe that they're really the X-Men that you've always heard about from tales that your grandma used to tell you. No, can't be them. Let's fight them first, then figure out, we're both on the same side. Let's join forces. So Bishop meets Gambit, and he thinks that Gambit is the traitor within the X-Men who causes their downfall. Spoiler alert, well, not really, because it's been out for decades. The traitor inside the X-Men is Professor X. Well, technically it's Professor X's repressed anger and fear that manifests itself into a character Onslaught. Anyway, in my opinion, it's the absolute worst X-Men storyline there is. So, that's Bishop. Hopefully you learned something new. If you want to know more about black superheroes, hit the follow button. And more importantly, follow all of these blurs that I've tagged below because they know way more about these characters than I do, and they're amazing people who create awesome content.